least you're not drooling all over yourself. I can work with that. Now then, perhaps you can be more useful than that simpering spiritualist and his tribe of idiots. What you are interacting with is merely a holographic projection, and a rather clumsy one at that, but it's all I can manage at the moment. As for myself, you gaze upon one of America's greatest minds, preserved through the miracles of science. Much more elegant than shambling on as some rotting corpse for all eternity, don't you agree? Jackson believes me to be some kind of god. You'd think that would be good, but his interpretations of my commands leave something to be desired. Regardless, I trust you can be more effective than he has been. I need your help for an important task. There's a troublesome ghoul who lives in Calvert Mansion. I need him destroyed and his jamming device neutralized immediately. More than you could possibly imagine with your squishy pink mind. But the only pressing matter at the moment is a device in his possession. He has a jammer that limits my projection range to this pathetic cave. Remove that and I can extend my reach so much further. Killing Desmond would be a nice plus, but I'm sure we can get around to that later. Desmond, that bag of bones and bile will pay dearly for his trespasses. Were it not for his interference, I would still have a body. Still, its absence has only honed my brilliance, so perhaps I owe him my thanks. An appreciation I'll show in the form of a quick and messy death. Of course I did, but that moron thought it was one of his adult visions. The real goal was to destroy the ghoul's jamming device. Honestly, those fools aren't worth the meat they're made of. A minion that can't follow directions is no use at all. Yes, away with you.
Well, that guy doesn't sound too pleasant. Oh, I should have done some vocal exercises before I started here. So I gotta say, I don't remember this area, but I like it. Oh, little shortcut. Oh, it's a neat place with Ruska. Oh, that Ruska, the Wonder Bear. That's the Yugal thing that was supposed to be at the one place. I don't know where it was. I mean, you would expect it to spawn there. Maybe something... mic squeaking. Something happened. Just adjust my mic there. Hope you don't mind the cringy little squeaking. Oh, that was... Really? Wow, that would have been a nice shortcut, actually. That's gas. I'm just collecting myself. I'm not that tired. I did have some coffee. But, so what do we got? So we gotta speak to Desmond. I'm guessing he's gonna be like, that guy. Old, or sorry, let me get my ghoul voice. Oh, that guy ass. Alright, that immediately was messing with tickle in my throat. No, it'd probably be like, oh, that guy, I remember him. He's a bad person or whatever. Go take him out. And then you do. I guess.
I knew it. I knew that little bastard was behind all this. After all these years, he's stuck his head out, and this is my chance to cut it off. Figuratively speaking, of course. Him. I should have known. My old rival, so close to his family home. Only he would be so stupid. He was once a man, Professor Calvert. The Calverts owned half of Maryland, back when there was a Maryland to own. Members of the Calvert family were influential all over the world. They practically owned a deed to the US government. In their best days, there were no less than 3 Calvert family senators, 7 members of the House, and 2 governors. They even had a top candidate for president, until that scandal with the dog forced them to drop out of the race. I was particularly proud of that one. Calvert is my old rival. Centuries we've played this game. I knew he'd be stupid enough to hide so close to his family home. It's not a matter of hate. It's a matter of destiny. He is my enemy, and I do not suffer any bastard who opposes me to live. I knew he was here, and it is my intent to find him and call down a righteous fucking hammer on his head. Figurative, I mean. His head. Of course I fucking want you to do something else. You don't expect me to trot around this mud hole myself, do you? You're goddamn right I am. Now let's get on with the work, shall we? So, those half-wits are getting messages from the professor, right? So he's off somewhere, broadcasting to him. But without those buggers to do things for him, he can't do much for himself. So, we cut off his ability to talk to him, and he'll need to try harder. Maybe then I can find this squishy little worm and finish him off for good. If I know Professor Calvert, and I do, he's using a high-frequency cognitive sign broadcast. I have the perfect device to jam up his little talk box. All you need to do is take it to the highest point on the shore and install it. Easy, right? Right. Attach it to the bottom car, then turn it on and spin the jammer to the top. No fucking problem. I'll watch from here and turn it on. Then we'll see where our little professor is. Now, go.
And two, I'm gonna. Wow, it's 2 a.m., but it's not even dark in this game. Yeah, I was right. I don't. Obviously, I played this before, so I know what happens. And I, read up a little bit on the stuff. But I didn't know the dialogue, and I was actually pretty spot on. Him saying, "Oh, I knew him. I knew it. It was him." I don't quite know how the locals are gonna react. In a bit, I think they go hostile and they just go nuts or whatever. So I'm gonna try to do what? Oh, it's my mouse. Try to do the unmarked quest to get that lady out of here. She seems like an alright kind of sport. What? She seems like an alright kind of person.
Hey, just in time. Found out who went rooting around in our skulls, and you'll never guess who it was. As a totally unrelated hint, I'm in charge of his boat now. Yeah, looks like it. When the tribals would send someone to the swamp, he'd be waiting around to nab them when the Pungaseeds gassed him. He'd do his amateur surgery for the tribals and let us wander back, all in exchange for punga fruit to trade. Sweet little deal he had going on. Anyway, I figured you'd want a shot at some revenge, so I put him under citizen's arrest, sorta. Yeah, he seemed nice enough, didn't he? I wouldn't have figured it out if I hadn't snuck into his engine room while waiting for you. From the look of it, he kept every bit of gray matter he cut out, and he had quite a collection. You can take a look if your stomach's up to it. And while you're in there, feel free to give Tobar my love, preferably with the sharp end of a hot knife. First off, I'm claiming this boat. I put Tobar down, so it's mine. Them's the rules of the ocean. So that leaves me with a boat, a load of punga, and a wicked scar. Damn if I haven't earned that adventure I came out looking for. Think I'll take over running this ship. I can travel as I like and always head back to the wasteland to see Mom. Not a bad way to live, huh? Of course, you can always ride for free. Now that I've got this sweet boat, I guess I could head back home. For a while, anyway. Just wait till Mom sees the haul I'm bringing home. Well, there's not much to say. I ran off from...
Well, that side unmarked quest really actually worked out well for you, Nadine. It, Oh yeah, here's better pictures of Ruska the Russian bear. I assume it's a Russian circus. Just, I don't know. I got.
Well, if it isn't my favorite traveler. And oh, what a trip you were on. Why, when you were under, you should have heard some of the things that came out of your mouth. But I suppose you're more interested in what came out of your head, aren't you? Why do we do anything? You travel the world, kill people, take trophies that interest you, and move on. I'm much the same. The only difference is that my trophies are somewhat more medical in nature. Oh, and to be honest, I probably kill fewer people than you do. But I suppose it's time that came to an end, one way or another. Look what we
Oh,
have here.
just straight up fighting. All right, well. I thought there would be the option to let him go. Not that I would have, to be honest, because this is a little more poetic. And he's not... I'm not leaving until his limbs are... That'll do. That'll do just fine. I'll take it for old time's sake. Yeah, I forget what I was saying earlier. Kind of got distracted. But... Oh, it's a lot of brain bits. But this one, for some reason, feels familiar. And you know what? It wouldn't feel right to not... Oh, I wonder what's probably the engine down there. It just wouldn't feel right to leave without my brain. Not that I can put it back. Pretty sure if you try to put it back, you'll, well, I wouldn't say... you probably cause damage, but it definitely some kind of infection or something. I'm no doctor, but I can tell you, if you cut out a piece of gray matter, leave it out for a while, try to put it back in, it's not going to end well.
Professor Calvert. Don't bother looking around. I'm in your mind. But aren't you Desmond's faithful little employee? Coming to gum up my work, are we? Well, I have a better idea. How about instead of playing his game, you destroy that nasty little device? Deposit it in the nearby trash compactor and we will never have to worry about it again. I assure you that the gratitude of Professor Calvert is worth a great deal more than that of a washed-up old limey.
Your choices do matter here, by the way. From here on out, you can choose which side you want to pick, and you come up here, you get in line, you go around the line, get on the Ferris wheel. I hate Ferris wheels. I don't like heights. You know, it's a big vertigo kind of deal. Oh, it's probably animals, to be honest. Let's put the cog wave. Yeah, I thought it said like something Jimmer, like.
You fool! What have you done? You will pay for this. Pay! No one betrays me. Do you understand? You will suffer for this.
Oh, that's a good crit. Getting some good criticals here. I've decided. I don't know what that was. I've decided. I've made my allegiance. I side with the girls. I have a bit of a special place in my heart for ghoul type characters. Even, and they always seem trying to place like a fantasy type role for
There you are.
the accurate fantasy. Get the one with the shotgun for sure. That fits. I want to say dwarves, but I don't think that's it. I mean, there's really only humans and ghouls. It's not like robots are a race, but I know they're they're usually mischievous ghouls. Most of the more well-known ghoul NPCs I know, which is to say, not many. You all right? Yeah, you're fine. I don't want her to get hurt. You got Desmond, who's a potty mouth and basically a lunatic. I have to go back to the mansion, but enemies. There's Hancock in 4, who's well, he is in charge of a den of scum and villainy, to say. Also, he likes the drugs. Oh, okay, from up there. I mean, that's really all. I mean, I guess what's going on there? I mean, I guess they're not like all mischievous. Oh, that was a good shot. And crazy like that, but I guess it doesn't really apply. But no, I like ghouls. I don't know. Some of the more noticeable ones, like I mentioned, are pretty kooky, and I don't know, the whole living for hundreds of years to be essentially immortal is pretty rad. Even if you do sacrifice your looks, but which for me, I wouldn't be sacrificing much. Self-deprecation. Okay, so cleared up enough to travel back to the mansion. The lady, Madame Donia, or Sinestro, or whatever her name is, the psychic lady, or sounds like psychic lady, she'll be fine. What's that? Madame Cleo, I think is the one I'm thinking. But there's someone. What is it? Zeroni? Am I thinking? That's from Holes. Rip mansion, by the way. It was a pretty fine looking mansion, but now is a pile of rubble. Is that glass? That's weird. Well, I guess that completes that quest. Oh, he must have activated the... I know this is like, oh, what's happened? Oh, he must have done this. I'm acting for the video. No, I actually forgot. Just remembered he must have activated the failsafe in the panic room. Makes sense? Probably kept sending dudes after him. Not that there should be more than, like, 10 guys.
That bastard. He killed my pups. Nearly killed me. For what? He doesn't have the body to fucking do it himself, so he tried to blow me up. Me? Well, this ends today. Desmond Lockhart will finally win out. I know where he is. He overplayed his hand this time. You and me are going to walk in there and end this. Well, aren't you a fucking softy? But Calvert is here. He's got a lab under the lighthouse, the little fuck. Right under my nose the whole time. I found it when he boosted his signal to try to get through the jamming. When he sent those tribals to kill my poor pups. He's down there, hiding behind robots and machines, sucking life. Pathetic. He dies now. Now, that's more like it. Follow me. You're about to witness the end of an era.